Good morning to you. I would like to talk with you today about daily decisions and submit to you that life's most significant and crucial decisions are made on a daily basis. I think that's the reason that Jesus included that double entendre, if you will, in the Lord's Prayer. Remember the phrase in the prayer, give us this day our daily bread? And why did Jesus make that double emphasis? Give us daily our daily bread. The prayer, of course, is intended to be prayed each day. There are lots of positive tangents about the Lord's Prayer, including the pronoun our Father, and so forth, so that we realize that we are praying on behalf of lots of people, not just ourselves. But our emphasis this morning is on the dailiness of life, if you will, and the choices and decisions that are before us, placed upon us, opportunities given to us on a daily basis. We may fantasize some momentous, life-changing choices on some future day, sometime when the whole of our life will be wrapped up in one mighty decision, which we will ponder with weighty deliberation and then choose some sacrificial path down which we will go as evidence of our faith. But down deep, do we not recognize that, at least partially, as fantasy? And that the fabric of our lives is woven by daily choices, not every 10 years, but maybe every 10 minutes. We are aware, when we're serious about it, that greatness comes from discipline. The great pianists, the great athletes, the writers of renown, all of these tell stories about daily discipline. William Barclay, it is said, rose each morning at 4 o'clock to write. The young Indian author who visited us in our home one time, Kaylee Shaw, told us that he arises at 3:30 daily, spends some time mentally preparing himself, then begins to write about 4:30. Even though a practice has been started and a routine established, the decision to arise and be about one's work is a daily decision. We have to decide every morning to get up. We have to decide every morning what we're going to do. And that is, I suppose, a responsibility, but it's also an opportunity. And I hope that you perceive the idea of daily questions as opportunity primarily. The decisions about our kindness, our generosity, our forgiveness, our consideration of others, how we're going to treat one another, how we're going to forgive one another, how we're going to communicate with one another. These are all daily decisions, and each one is somewhat of a telling and determinative decision. That is, each choice marks out a certain kind of self for that day, and the sum of our days is our life, our whole life. Decisions about prayer and what to pray for and how to pray, those decisions are daily decisions. Decisions about honesty, about a dedication to a job, the way that you and I will give our best to our employer. We face this each day. We may establish a pattern and a practice, but each day calls for a recommitment, if you will, to our original intention. I was seated in a youth group a number of years ago. A young man who had recently given his life to Jesus Christ was very energetic about his decision and his dedication. He said, with a great deal of intention and vigor, he said, "I have given my whole life to Jesus Christ." I heard what he said loud and clear. Later, I decided I wanted to visit with him. Although he is a very committed Christian, and I have no doubt about that, I felt led to share a thought and an awareness with him. "Will you be aware," I said, "that it is very difficult to give your whole life to Jesus Christ at one time? I celebrate your commitment to Jesus, and I affirm it with you as you dedicate your life to Christ. Consider, however," I said to him, "that giving your whole life to Christ will require a continuing process of deciding to give yourself to Him each and every day." And I think my word to him is a word that I would give to you and that I give to myself. On my study desk is a volume by William Barclay, one of my favorite writers and authors. It is called Daily Celebration. That's the name of the book, Daily Celebration. Looking at his title, I am reminded that celebrating life is a daily opportunity. No matter that I celebrated yesterday or that I might get to celebrate tomorrow, I need to celebrate what today is and how I'm going to use it. Today is another day to celebrate. As Snoopy would say in his cartoon, "Everybody dance." This is the day which the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. I've made my decision, as I try to do it each day, to celebrate this day on a daily basis, and I invite you to do the same. Celebrate this day. Celebrate with friends if you are able. Celebrate with God, certainly, and celebrate with Jesus Christ.